Do you want your photos and videos from looking like this to this? Then if you're a photographer, a videographer or content creator, then I really highly suggest that you take a look at the Godox SL-60W. It's by far not the most perfect light in the world, but for an asking price of £130 it has absolute incredible value. I got mine on eBay for about £112 and it actually came with a huge softbox and a grid to come with it as well. It also comes with a real nice sturdy tripod as well, so you don't have to go out and buy these accessories as well if you just get it for its normal £130 price tag on Amazon, for example. It's gone up to £145 now, but still £15 for a softbox and a grid with a tripod is absolutely 100% worth it. It also comes with this little accessory here where it only does like a little spotlight, and it also comes with this accessory dome here to actually put on as well if you don't want the softbox on. And this is really good for these RGB covers. So it comes with 5 different colours. It comes with yellow, it comes with blue, it comes with green, it comes with red, and it comes with white, even though it's basically white anyway. But these colours are really good as well, obviously, if you want to get that RGB look and add actually different colours to your pictures or your videos. It's obviously not the best made and the best way to do it by having just little covers to actually go over it, because it can be a bit awkward to keep constantly putting it on, because sometimes it might come off the other end and something like that, and it can be a bit awkward to constantly change them all the time. But it's a good little addition to have when you do buy this light, and for the £145 worth, I didn't really expect to have all this, to be honest, because for that price itself is really cheap just for a studio light on its own, never alone with the softbox, the grid, all these covers and the accessories to come with it as well. And it also comes with a remote control as well, so if I'm just sitting here now I can control the light. So ready, off, on. You can also change the brightness of it as well, so as you can see it's getting a little bit brighter here now, and I don't really normally go up to 100%. As you can see, it's getting a little bit brighter now. I normally leave it on about 50%. I only use it on 100% if it's light at night and I don't have a lot of light in here either, or if I want to just get more light onto my frame, depending on how the look I'm going for with. This is really good to have. It also has different channels, I think, so if you have more than one of these lights, I'd imagine you can change the channel of it. So you press channel, you change it to 13 for example, and then it controls a completely different Godox light. So that's really good as well if you want to control all the lights from this remote here. Sometimes it can go out of sync, which is a bit annoying if you change it from the light only, but all you got to do is turn it on and off again and it resets, so it's not too big of a deal. If you can compare it to other lights such as the Aperture 120D, probably the most popular light used by photographers and videographers, then that light is coming in on Amazon for £800. Now that's obviously with the softbox, because I think if you're going to get a light you need a softbox anyway, because softboxes are crucial so you don't get that harsh light put on your face. So for £800 you get one Aperture 120D. You can get literally 6 or 7 of these Godox lights for that price. That's how big of a gap the price difference is of these two lights, and it's pretty crazy that I'm actually comparing them both. I haven't actually used the Aperture 120D, but for the actual price itself for this Godox being that cheap, you would think it's pretty crap, to be honest, and it's not going to be the best light for you. But I can tell you now from experience of having this for a few months that this light is absolutely amazing, and I think it's a must-have for beginners or even professionals as well looking to get their second or third light, because you really can't go wrong with this price tag. It does have its flaws and I will go over them in a minute, but you really can't go wrong with it, and you can't moan too much because of how cheap it is. So when I first found out this Godox light, I was really looking forward to getting it, and I've used it pretty much every day since. I use it for my YouTube videos, I use it to light my TikToks, I use it to light my product photography and my product videos. I use it for so many different things, and I use it every single day, and it stays in that one position, and it's absolutely amazing, and it lights my subjects absolutely perfectly. Even if you do decide to go for the Aperture 120D and you have the budget for it anyway, there's still nothing really else stopping you from picking up a Godox light to have as like a second light or a third light, just a backup light, because of how cheap it is and for how good quality it is for the price. If you can afford the 120D, you may as well throw in an extra £100 odd to get a second light and get this Godox light. So even if you are going to go for the better and more expensive one, there's still a reason for you to pick up this Godox light because of how cheap it is. Like, there's no reason not to have it, because having two lights is always better than one, and I have this one and I know I use my Aperture MC. If I did have the budget to get another one, I'd just pick up another one of these, because they are really good and really handy to actually use with for everyday use. It's really good for lighting portraits as well. As you've seen on my other video about the self-portrait photography, I use that to light myself. Here are some of the pictures now if you didn't watch that video, but it's really good for lighting your subject. So for portraits it's really good for as well, because it can really get nice lighting onto your subject, and you can also, obviously, like I mentioned earlier, change the brightness of it. From where I've actually placed it, it's literally right next to me. I'd literally say about 1 foot away from me. The brightness of it is absolutely fine. I don't need any more than 50% unless I really do want to go up to 100 if I'm in a dark place or something like that. Especially with this softbox as well, it doesn't put the harsh light onto my face, and this grid, it doesn't spill onto the backdrop here, so it's only on my face. So that's really nice to have. The amount of creativity you can have with this light for £145. I think it's absolutely perfect and a must-have for beginners, because if you're going into your first product photography or your portraits or your studio, YouTube videos, anything, this light is going to absolutely take that level from 0 up to 100 just by having good lighting, because as you know, good lighting is what makes or breaks videos really, or photos. I just really do think this is a must-have for all photographers, videographers and content creators. That doesn't mean though it doesn't come with its flaws, and I'll mention some of these now. First thing I'll say is that the fan it uses to obviously stop it overheating is really good, because it never overheats, but it's actually quite a loud fan. So if I stop talking now, I don't know if you can hear that, but you can hear it's like a little humming noise in the background. And if I've got this on and I'm editing, or if I'm creating videos like this now and you can hear that in the background, it can be quite annoying. It's not the biggest deal in the world, to be honest, because I can live with it and I'm sure you can too. Also, to be honest, I don't know if I'm being an idiot here or not, but actually taking off the accessories like this one and the spotlight one and the softbox itself is really awkward, and I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. But if I've got it on the tripod, which I normally do all the time, I just change it while it's on the tripod. Actually taking off the softbox to put one of these on is really awkward, and I don't actually know when it's actually locked into place. So if I'm putting the softbox back onto it, it can be really heavy if you're holding your arm up here trying to put it in for about 5 minutes, because I'll never know how to actually put it in. You have to pull this like lever, put it in and then twist it, but I can never tell. I can't really hear a click button, and it's really awkward to actually put it in. So it really does hurt my arm when I'm making it here. I probably sound like an idiot because there's probably such an easier way to do this. I have struggles actually putting it on, so that's one thing that's really annoying about it, and it's why I really just kind of leave this softbox on there, and I don't use these too much because obviously I've got my Aperture MC anyway. But you might find an easier way to do it, and if you do, please leave a comment below if you have found an easier way, because I really need to know a lot easier way for you to do that without it hurting your arm. So if you do, leave that comment below. I mean, I'd rather struggle putting a softbox on and these on and save myself an extra, what, £600-700. But to be honest, you expect some of these flaws, and probably a lot more flaws if you're paying £145 for everything I've just said that comes with this light. So I can't be moaning too much, because the value of this light is absolutely amazing. And if you're a photographer, videographer, content creator, I really highly suggest you go out and get this light now, because for the price it's at, you really can't probably get better light than it. It's absolutely amazing. So I'll leave the link in the description below for the Amazon one, just for the £130 one, and also the eBay one that you get all this stuff with as well. So if you did enjoy, hit that like button and then subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.